Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily Englisher. Today is Mistake Day and I'd like to tell you about a useful site about mistakes. The site is by Paul Bryans, who is a professor of English at Washington State University in the United States. So obviously it's about American English. It's not actually for English language students. It's talking about the common mistakes of native English speakers in the United States. But I still think it could be useful for you. And if you're a native English speaker interested in language, then I think it's a fun site to browse. You can think, what does that word mean? And click on it and have a read. It's really interesting. Here's an example which could be useful for language learners. Vane, vane, vane. 3 different words with the same pronunciation. This is what he says about this vane. When you have vanity, you are conceited, you are vain. You're so vain, you probably think the song is about you. This spelling can also mean futile, as in all my love's in vain, fruitless. Note that when Eka something says that all is vanity, it doesn't mean that everything is conceited, but that everything is pointless. Next vane. A vane is a blade, blah blah blah. I don't think that one's very important. And the last vane. A vein is a slender thread of something, like blood in a body or gold in a mine. I can see veins in my arms, they're like blue lines. And he says it can also mean a line of thought, as in, after describing his dog's habit of chewing on the sofa, Carlos went on in the same vein for several minutes. Kia ora, this is Stick News. For the last 4 days, massive fires have been burning in Southern California in the United States. More than 900,000 residents have been evacuated and at least 1,500 homes have been destroyed.
Southern California is the southern portion of the US state of California. Recently, the area has been extremely dry and windy. On the 20th of October, a series of wildfires started burning. Today, 16 fires were burning. Several fires were thought to be started by power lines which were knocked down by winds. Others may have been arson. According to Wikipedia, 6 people have died and at least 70 others have been injured. The Californian governor declared a state of emergency in 7 California counties, and the President of the United States signed a major disaster declaration. CNN reported there were 76,000 people staying in 42 shelters in San Diego County this morning, including thousands of people staying in a sports stadium. According to an emergency official, the cost of homes destroyed by the fires is likely to top $1 billion in San Diego County alone.
And that was Stick News for Wednesday, the 24th of October. Kia ora.
I would love to continue studying French in France. I did an exchange when I was in grade 10 and I was way too young to care about it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm in France. But I'd love to go back there and become immersed in the culture and stuff and just get to know it better, because I definitely didn't appreciate it when I could do it.
Italian, because my family is from Italy.
I'd like to study Spanish because I think it's one of the kind of next emerging languages, so it's going to become really important economically and to get jobs, and I think the more languages you have, the better chance of getting jobs. Plus, I'd love to go to South America, so I'd love to have that language so I could work down there.
I guess English is the language that I want to study because in my way of thinking, I guess English will be most useful. Although my mother language is Chinese, but I guess English will be a very good choice to be my second language. So I guess that will be okay.
French, because it's a romantic language, that's why.
Do you have any pet language peeves? You must get annoyed sometimes. True. What does it mean, my car? How do you use it? Are there any other words like that? But people don't say that in English. Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, I'm a teacher, so when students make mistakes, I don't get annoyed. Yeah, sometimes secretly. But I'd be a really bad teacher if I showed the student I was annoyed at them making a mistake, because it's perfectly natural to make mistakes. I mean, if they spoke perfect English, they wouldn't need lessons, right? Anyway, okay, I'll try and think of something that annoys me. Okay, my car, that's Japanese. No, it could mean my car, your car, anybody's car. It just means a car that somebody owns privately, as opposed to a rental car or a stolen car or something. For example, 彼女は毎日通勤です. And if you translated that literally, it would mean she goes to work in my car. But it doesn't mean that. It means she drives to work or she drives her own car to work. But it's like, my car? She doesn't drive my car to work. It's her car. Oh yeah, my pace. Another ridiculous word. You say to someone, please go at my pace, when you mean your pace. Crazy. Yeah, no, they don't. But students do, because sometimes Japanese is the same as English, like kamera means camera, exactly the same, no problem. But my pace doesn't mean my pace.
She closed her eyes tightly in a vain attempt to hold back the tears. A. A number of other people commented in a similar vein. C. You're so vain, you probably think the song is about you. A. A vein is a blood vessel that carries blood toward the heart. C. Deep vein thrombosis is the formation of a blood clot in one of the deep veins of the body, usually in the leg. C.
And that was the Daily Englisher. See you tomorrow. Bye.